Begets, yo, what's up, guys? What's going on? Hope y'all doing well. Welcome back. This game was awesome. I really like this game. I'm not well, I can't say I'm not a fan. I am a sort of a fan. I just don't have a dedicated channel to one team. But yeah, I'm a fan. I'm not a diehard fan, but I'm a fan. And I like what I saw from both teams. I have, issues with both teams. More so with the United, because United qualified for the Champions League. And I thought they could have played a lot better. And with Chelsea, I mean, if anything, I'm surprised. I'm shocked how well they played that first half. They could have won this game. They had a chance to win this game. It wasn't far-fetched to believe that Chelsea could have came back after the 1-0. I think they could have came back and they could have won this game. If I was a United fan, I'd be a little bit on the fence about what's going to happen next season. I know they're going to buy someone at some point. Hopefully it's a striker, because they are in dire need of a striker. With someone like Martial, which I don't get. I don't want to get it. I really don't want to get this guy. This guy is awful for United. I'm sure he's good for another team, a mid-table team. It's kind of like having Welbeck the way he's playing right now. I'd be like, for United, I don't think so. Maybe from another team. I wouldn't say that guy should never play football in his life. No, I wouldn't take it that far. Martial is a good footballer, but just not for United at all. Like, I'm dead serious about that. This guy should not be playing for United. That pass from Fernandes to Martial, that for some reason he thought it was a good idea to control it with his right foot, knowing that someone was coming from the back instead of his left foot. And then again, even if he did, you know what? Even if he controlled it with his left foot, he was going to lose it. He doesn't have that quality. That for United, he does not have that quality. I almost feel like saying I'd rather play Weghorst. And we know Weghorst is limited for United. Weghorst is awesome for, as a dropping back like a number 10 and just holding onto the ball. He's great for that. But I wouldn't, put all my chips on the table for Weghorst, to lead us on to victory. I'm concerned. If I was a United fan, it's almost like, what's the point? Because if you play like this, because Chelsea were controlling this game like that first half. They had a good chunk of the game under wraps. And if you play like this in the Champions League, you're not going to get, not even to quarterfinals. Screw that. You're not going to get there. No way. There's no chance. Supposedly they're going to buy someone, a Kane maybe, or someone like Kane. Maybe midfield also, because Eriksen, Fernandes, when he's not under pressure, I think he'd do amazing things. Fernandes is awesome. But when he's under pressure, he starts moaning, he starts complaining. I mean, talk about complaining. That's I think out of all, the number one complainer of every team that I've been watching so far. In the Bundesliga, even La Liga, I can't see anyone else just whining and complaining about every little push, tug. He yelled at me, he said this to me. But again, when he's able to play, yeah, he's able to do some amazing things. I mean, what he did to Fofana was just ridiculous. That was amazing. That was so good. I really felt for Fofana, because he didn't have a good game. He had an awful game. Another Casemiro-ish type of player, another defensive midfielder. I think that's what United would need, and a forward. And I think they should be able to not get to the finals, or definitely not win a Champions League, but be able to be a strong contender. So I know that it's a victory, because I just caught the season halfway, right? I wasn't watching from the beginning, and I don't think they were doing good in the beginning when Ronaldo was in the team. I mean, they clinched third place so far as it stands. They're in third place, so that's good. And they're back in Champions League, because last year they were in Europa? So that's great. You got to celebrate those type of victories, but I don't know, for a Champions League, I don't see them making, with this team and the way they're playing, I don't see them making having a good tournament. I don't know. For Chelsea, it's to be expected. And like I said, I was surprised the way they played. When I saw Gallagher botch up all those 3, 4, 5 chances that they had, I said, oh, Lampard's going to put in Joao Felix, which, by the way, I'm okay with him not starting. I was okay with that. I was fine with that. If you look around that bench and that whole squad of Chelsea, Joao Felix is your best bet. He's the one that could 100% put the ball in all those balls that were like, oh my God. Yeah, no, it was too much. The one from Madueke to Gallagher, that was a little bit too much. I think Joao Felix would have read that, slid, tapped it in. Like, just a different kind of player. Like, more or less the same age. 2-3 years difference? But just the quality, And I don't want to say Gallagher is just so awful that, they need to sell him. I would be okay if they sell him. But I feel that Gallagher, just a thought experiment, like, what if you played him left or right back? I don't know why, just because he runs the field and he bleeds blue. I said that before. This kid, he has a lot of heart and determination, and you could tell he loves the club. But I know that's not enough, right? You want to see results. It was almost as if he had a Man United shirt on. Those balls should have gone in. So I was expecting Joao Felix to come in and change the game first half, and he didn't. And I was like, okay, all right, that's not happening. So Manchester United scored another 2 goals, and the first half ended like that. And Mudryk, the price tag that they paid for Mudryk, and so far, I thought that was an offside, and I thought he did that on purpose when he just kicked it to the side. I said, oh, he did that because he thought, it was an offside, so it wasn't going to count anyway. And it wasn't. It was onside. And I think it's just, he came in at the wrong time to this club. I think had he come into, for instance, Man United, I think we'd be seeing a different Mudryk, right? I don't know how different, but definitely a different Mudryk, just because the energy, the atmosphere, the confidence, that security of knowing that the team's doing well. But Chelsea, I've just been struggling. That's the name of the game, struggling for Chelsea. I heard that they want to get rid of Kepa also. Like, I heard for Chelsea, a defensive midfielder, which I agree with Enzo, since Loftus-Cheek is leaving. But Kepa, no, what are you talking about? Kepa has been, in this game at least, Kepa was the reason it wasn't a 8-0 easily. Yeah, no, definitely Kepa, you got to keep him. I don't see why you want to get rid of him unless there's some internal issues going on or something. Like, no, keep Kepa. I think a lot of games, Kepa's the reason why I didn't get completely blown out. I have no issue with Kepa. Now, if you're talking about bringing in a second option, someone as a second goalkeeper, then yeah, sure, bring in someone else. But Kepa, definitely keep him there. Madueke, I thought he had a really good game. The only thing, his finishing, or final, end product, when he ends up shooting or deciding whether he's going to center, where he's going to touch the ball, he needs to work on that. But I mean, he hustles, runs. Enzo, I thought he had a good game. Considering what he's playing with and who he's playing with, I thought he had a really good game. He was one of the few, and Azpilicueta also, he's one of the few that really did not want to lose in that way. And you could tell it was hurting them, their pride. But I don't agree. With what he did in going up to Sancho for no reason. Because of Fernandes. I know Fernandes, at first I didn't think Fernandes, but his body language kind of showed that he did say something, at least indirectly, to Kepa. And then watching another video, I saw that he did tell him something. He kind of pointed at him and said something short. Because Kepa was saying something before, I'm sure, right? That's normal. I respect the hell out of Kepa for not following up on that after Fernandes. Because, the way they're losing, I would have thought Kepa would have gone up to him and pushed him, done something, right? And would have gotten sent off. But he was cool. He kind of accepted. He took it like a man. He took that L like a man and said, yeah, whatever, dude. Like, okay, yeah, you won this battle, right? And that's it. But then for Fernandes to come in and try to, push Sancho for no reason whatsoever. And people were complaining, like nobody else, stood up for him. No, but where's your teammate? Why? You were going to look stupid and ridiculous. Like, you let him. Someone did come up. I think it was Chalobah. And maybe someone else to kind of. It was actually Kepa. Kepa was trying to separate Fernandes. Because you just needed 1 or 2 players. You didn't need the whole squad to come over and start fighting. Because then somebody was going to get a yellow. Someone else was going to get a yellow from Chelsea. There was no need for that. I understand that your pride and, even though your team's playing so bad, I mean, you got to show that you care at least. You don't want anybody to walk all over you, even if you're playing away, right? That was unnecessary for me, like what Fernandes did. That was very necessary. I get you're upset, but there was no reason for that. So teammates coming over and defending what, dude? Like, I mean, taking them away, yes, I understand that. That's what Kepa did. There, end of story. They didn't need to do anything else. Overall, man, I can't complain. I really, really enjoyed this game. I thought this was a really, really good game. Chelsea surprised me, like I said. I didn't think them to play that well at certain points. I thought they did really well, just the finishing is not there. Next year, they're supposed to get a striker, so that might change. Man U played well, but well enough for what? For Champions League? I don't know. I'm not convinced. Oh, Anthony got injured. I hope he's okay. Something tells me he's all right. At first, I thought he was exaggerating, but I mean, the way they carried him off, obviously he wasn't. But I don't think it's anything that's going to need surgery. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching as always. Stay tuned for future videos, and I'll catch you in the next match. Peace.